Yo, what's going on, guys? So, in today's video, we are actually just going to sit down and have a conversation about modded items and gear inside of Borderlands 3. Now, the reason why I'm choosing to talk about this right now is because recently PC players have figured out how to send gear over to console lobbies. And there have actually been a lot of modded items already inside of the console trading communities. So I wanted to address this subject directly and give you guys my thoughts about this because this is also kind of a controversial topic. And yeah, I'm also going to be giving you guys advice on how to avoid my modded gear and items. And we're even going to talk a little bit about people selling gear on eBay because that kind of has to do with this as well. So before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Borderlands 3 videos. Obviously, I normally post Zane builds and the occasional Moze build, but today I just wanted to sit down and address this issue. So recently, like I said, a lot of modded items and gear have been going around in console trading communities. People have sent me pictures of gear and basically asking me like, is this gear modded or not? And some people have sent me some very obvious examples, but the thing is, some other people have sent me some not so various obvious examples. So I want to tell you guys how to distinguish this stuff. And I think it's actually also important to address this topic as a whole inside this video and give you guys my attitude towards people who mod items in gear, because like I said, there is a lot of controversy on both sides of this. So the first thing I think we should mention is I am a PC player and I trade in PC lobbies. Well, most of you probably know, but obviously you can mod items and gear very easily on PC. And this gear has existed in this game since this game came out over 7 months ago. I didn't always make YouTube videos. I used to just play this game like the rest of you, and I loved trading. Occasionally, I would have to deal with using a sketchy item or like some super god roll that I didn't believe. And basically, my point is this stuff has been happening for over 7 months since this game came out. And when you are trading, you kind of have to accept that you might get modded items and gear. And basically, now you guys over on console have to deal with this now too. So personally, I don't like to play with items that can't legitimately spawn inside Borderlands 3. So basically, like if there's like a purple grenade, that can't happen. Or if there's an anointment on an item, that can't happen. I don't like to play with that stuff. When I trade, I am looking for, specific items, but I want them to be able to be possible to farm for, that I believe that's what most people want inside of this game. And that's the main way to tell if a piece of gear is modded or not, is if some of the roles are not legitimate spawns. Now, I have an example of a class mod right here. This is not a very obvious example. Now, when you look at this class mod, it only has 2 roles, so we're actually missing a role. If you guys didn't know, there was a YouTuber, I'll link his video down below in the description or the pinned comment somewhere. He basically discovered that when you get a class mod or artifact that is missing a stat, sometimes one of those stats are doubled. So excuse me. So this class mod is actually on PS4 and it has double SMG damage inside of it. They tested it just to make sure. And this is a modded item. This is actually not possible inside the game. So yes, there are class mods or artifacts that can be missing a stat like this. And yes, some of those roles can be doubled, but it is only very specific roles. And weapon damage and SMG damage is not one of them. So that is just an example of a piece of modded gear that is not so obvious. And like I said, there are ways about going about dealing about this. Real quick though, we are going to talk about some ground rules that I kind of set for myself of my opinion on this. I'm not telling you guys to follow these rules. These are some personal rules that I believe and that I follow myself. So number 1, let people do what they want in their own games. People paid $60 for this game. If they want to cheat, let them cheat. That's my first rule. I do not look down upon anyone who uses a modded item. It's like using a cheat code in Grand Theft Auto. This is a single player game, and if you want to cheat in it, then cheat. And that's rule number 2. And this is pretty much the last rule. If you want to play in other people's lobbies, if you want to go into trading, be respectful that other people don't want to play with these. If you want to cheat in your game, that's fine. But once you cheat in someone else's game without their permission, That's where the issues come in, and that's the issues I feel like people have with it. And basically all it comes down to is consent. This is a pretty simple key term. As long as you have consent in life, usually you are good to go. So just keep that in mind. Now, I really wanted to address this and give my opinion on how I look at this, because I've seen people in trading communities banning and shunning people using modded gear. I've actually seen people claim that the warranty on your entire PlayStation will be voided if you use a modded item in Borderlands 3. And that seems kind of ridiculous to me, and I'm pretty sure that's just not true. You guys can fact check me in the comment section. Anyways, though, even if it was, there's no way that they're going to know you used a modded piece of gear. I don't think you guys should be afraid of this. Instead, you should get the knowledge or seek out the answers to your questions. Learn more about legit roles in Borderlands 3. Real quick, let's just cut the video and the footage. I want to show you guys something. Right now on eBay, they are selling gear. This is what's going on eBay right now. So being able to sell, or being able to send gear from PC to console. Look at this, level 57 Chain Zane build, perfect gear, destroys M4. Okay, well imagine if Moxie can send his actual build over to console, just like we post a save file for the PC players, you know? And so honestly, I think this is mostly good for the community, to be honest with you guys, you know what I mean? And I actually want to see people in the comment section down below. I want to see you guys type hashtag stop buying eBay gear, hashtag stop buying eBay gear. I'm going to list it in the video description as well. If you think that being able to send gear from PC can help the console community, and yeah, so I kind of keep all these things in mind. I know I've kind of just been all over the place with my points, but this is the stuff I think about when I see this. Real quick, though, I said I was going to educate you guys a little bit, and that's what I'm going to do about how to tell if a piece of gear is a legit role or not. Basically, there are specific roles that certain weapons can get, certain purple grenades and shields can get. Luckily, we have an amazing community who put together charts and resources like this. On the left is a purple shield checklist I'm going to be linking. On the right is weapon roles or whatever. You guys get the point. Guys, the resources exist for you to be able to tell if gear has legit roles or not. You guys can literally join my Discord and post a picture of your item in loot pics and say, hey, is this piece of gear modded or not? We have over 5,000 people in the Discord. Someone will be able to answer your question. That is my main point about this entire video, is get educated on what can spawn in the game and what can't spawn in the game, because at this point, if you choose to trade, you might as well be modding. You're requesting items that you didn't find in your own game. So if you want it to be legit roles, then you need to verify it yourself. The person giving you the gear isn't always going to tell you, even though I advise you guys to do that. I don't care if you play with modded items. I've been streaming on Twitch recently, and someone sent me a times 500 Hellwalker, and you know what? I took it out of the mail and I shot Wotan with it once, and then I threw it out. It was fun for 5 seconds, you know? It's not the worst thing ever in the world. And yeah, like I said, just respect that other people might not want to play with it. It does ruin the fun in matchmaking, and I think that's kind of the biggest deal when it comes down to this issue. And that's why this is kind of a controversial topic, because people, like I said, they want to give their consent, and if they don't give their consent, then please don't bring it into their game. And that's the main point I want to basically put out for you guys and my opinion on it. I also kind of just wanted to inform you guys of the stuff that is happening, and also let you guys know that the resources are out there on the Gearbox forums. Like I said, I will be putting a bunch of links in the description, in the pinned comment. There's even more in my Discord. If you want the full information on like legit roles and stuff, definitely join the Discord. I have a whole charts and resources section filled with links to all of this stuff. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Comment down below your thoughts on this. Like I said, I know this is a controversial subject. I know some of you guys are going to disagree with me, and that's okay. You have the right to have your own opinion to disagree with me, but comment down below and let's talk about it. Let's talk about our opinions and see if we can come to some common ground. Anyways, guys, that's really going to be it from me. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.